That's a true story. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna show you guys another cool mod today, and this mod is called the Xray Mod with Opacity, Cave Finder, and Fulbright. So what this mod basically does is that it allows us to find more ores underground, and it will pretty much allow us to find every single ore that is within your map. This mod does work on a server and for a bucket server. So anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. So I'm going to press X to activate Xray like every other Xray mod does. So I'm going to press X, and there we have it. Now it'll display the Xray feature. So here we go. There is coal right underneath right here. So if we happen to dig straight down, there we have it. The coal is located right here. So anyways, if I press X again, you'll notice that the Xray in this mod is a bit different than any ordinary Xray mod. So check this out. You'll notice that you see yourself grass blocks. You can see blocks, but they have a slight opacity. You know, you can see right through it. It's quite dense. It's really awesome. I really do like this feature. Instead of just ordinary Xray mode where everything's invisible and all you can see is ores, now you can actually see what you're hitting. So usually if you're Xraying, you actually have this problem where you're mining straight down and you're using a pickaxe, and then you'll find yourself gravel. Now you have to switch to a shovel, but you don't know what you're hitting because everything's invisible. But now you could see what you're hitting because there is an opacity. So this is the Xray feature, and you could use this to go mining anywhere around your world. And there we have it. There's more coal right here. So let me turn off Xray and then punch one block. There's the coal that I was looking at with Xray. So that's pretty handy if you guys want to use Xray around your servers maybe. And here we go. I found myself a super huge cave. Check this out. That's a really awesome cave. And another feature I like about this mod is the cave finder. Usually all Xray mods have a cave finder as well, but this one has a opacity, so you can see where the caves are at, and you could see pretty much everything you like. So anyways, let's go ahead and press C for cave finder. I'm gonna press C, and there we have it. So there is our tunnel that we mined straight down. It would display that because it's considered a cave since I created that. And there we have it. Now we can see every single cave that is around this world. This will actually work on a server, so if you want to find caves in a server, there you have it. Now you can find some caves. So to turn off Cave Finder, all you do is just press C, and to turn on Xray, you press X, and to turn off Xray, you press X again. So basically, you just press the key, and there you go, it'll turn it on and off. Now let's check out the other feature of this mod called the Fulbright. So let's change our time to nighttime because we usually can't see at nighttime if we don't have any torches. So you see how dark it is? Well, what we can do is press V. So once we press V, it's gonna emit light, and there we have it. Now we can see everything in nighttime. And so if there's any wow, that was alright, cool. Alright, so I'm not going over there. Anyways, over here, you can see everything, and everything's full bright. You could even see the water as well. So if there's any mobs, you can see exactly where they're at. Another cool feature about this mod is the entity feature. So if you don't want to be looking around at night like this, like in full brightness, what you can do is turn off full brightness. So let me turn off full brightness pressing V. What I'm going to do is enable mobs. I'm not sure if I have it on. Yeah, it's on peaceful. I'm going to turn it to normal where mobs can spawn. And what I'm going to do is press this new key called Z. This will enable mobs to be found using brightness. Watch this. I'm going to press Z, and there we have it. Once I press Z, let's go ahead and look around, and check this out. These mobs are bright. You can see them, and they are colorful. You can see exactly where they're at. So when you're running around from zombies, you can see exactly where all the zombies are located at because they are brighter in your map. And another sweet feature is that you can enable two things at once. So I have myself the entities enabled, meaning all entities will glow and you could see them at night. But let's say I want to combine the entities and the Xray together. So I'm just going to press X, and there we have it. They still will be glowing, and if we look underground, there's a zombie over there that's glowing as well. So you can combine all of these things. You could combine Cave Finder with Fulbright. So let's go ahead and try that. So I'm going to press X and Z to turn off both those features. And now let me go ahead and press C and V. So C, this is Cave Finder, and full brightness. There we have it. So full brightness and Cave Finder, you could see all the caves underground full bright. That's a really sweet feature. This mod also has a config, so if you want to change something, you can do that. All you have to do is just hold and press Ctrl and X, and there we have it, the Xray configs. This allows you to change any of the features that you like. So here is the Xray. When you press X, it'll activate Xray, Fulbright is V, Cave Finder is C, and Entities is Z. You could change this to whatever you like, so I'm going to press this, and let's change it to U. So now if I press U, it's going to activate the Entities feature. Right. And another cool thing that you could do is mess with the opacity. So what you can do is when you press X, let's check this out. The opacity it's pretty decent. I really like the opacity, but if you want to change this, let's change it and change it to let's say 200. So now you could barely see through these blocks. So that's really hard if you want to do X-raying. That's really hard to see through these blocks. But let's try to change it to, you know, all the way to the lowest, which is 0. And this is any ordinary typical Xray mod such as CJB's mods. If you install that, this is the feature of the Xray, which is you can't really see any blocks around you, such as right here. This is dirt, this is dirt. You can't really see this. I really do like the feature of the opacity. Let's just change that right here to the middle, and there we have it. Now we can see blocks and we can see the ores underneath. Now, if you happen to have yourself Xray, K-Finder, Fulbright, or Entity enabled, it will display it when you go to the configs. It will mark it as green. So I do have Xray enabled. If you look in the back of the GUI, you'll see that I am using Xray. That will color up this feature and it'll show a green key. Now the last thing I'm going to be showing you guys is the blocks. So we could be messing around with these blocks, but in order to mess around with those blocks, you have to be in survival mode. So if you're in a server, you're already in survival mode, I can guarantee it. So let's go ahead and go to creative mode and turn off creative. Now I'm in survival mode, and now let's go ahead and mess around with this blocks feature. You just click on this little tab, and this will pretty much enable you to find any of these blocks. Green highlights mean that it's searching for these materials. Red equals it's not searching for these, it's going to ignore all this. So let's say we don't want to search for, let's say, redstone. So we could just click on redstone. Now it's going to highlight as red, so it's going to ignore that when you activate Xray mode. So let's scroll down. You could actually ignore anything you like. You could customize this in any way you like. So let's say I enabled grass. Say I want to look for grass for some odd reason. Grass is pretty much everywhere, but let's go ahead and enable grass. Now if I press X, now there we have it. The grass is pretty much highlighted, but underneath the water, because there's no grass underneath water, will display the ores. And that looks pretty cool. Like, I'm not sure how to describe this feature. This is pretty awesome. You see that there's grass right here, and underneath the layers are just tons of ores. This is pretty sweet. I really do like this. Now, when messing around with the Xray, I did something pretty cool. So I'm going to press Ctrl X to go to the Xray configs, and I'm going to change the opacity all the way up to 255. Now if I press X, it shouldn't be able to look underneath the grass, but underneath the water, let me change to creative mode. Underneath the water, you'll see the ores. I'm just gonna say this is a bit trippy right here, because the grass and everything, the only way you could see ores is through water. So that's pretty interesting. Check that out. See, this is what I mean. It's just so random. What if you're just walking around a server and there was just some major bug where you can see all of these ores? Wouldn't you be like, wait a minute, what's going on? But anyways, if you do have a bucket server, no need to fear the fact that some players are going to be using Xray. The creator of this mod has a download for a plugin that will prevent Xray users, so you could check out the forum and download that special plugin so it will stop Xray users from using Xray on your bucket server. So go ahead and check out his forum. So that is basically it, guys. This mod is really awesome. Use this mod at your own risk. I am not responsible if you get banned on a server because you are using Xray on a server. That's usually the #1 rule besides of griefing, but use this mod at your own risk. That's all I'm pretty much saying. Thank you guys so much for rating my videos. Yesterday's video got a ton of likes. I really do appreciate that, guys. If you guys want a copy of Terraria, or Terraria, I'm not sure how to say it, go ahead and feel free to post a comment in the description. So just count this as a little giveaway, because you know how the Steam summer sales were giving away a lot of those copies. I just went ahead and just stocked up in some copies of Terraria, and there we have it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for rating my videos. I really do appreciate it. Alright, so if you guys are still interested in this mod, you want to know how to install this mod, let's go ahead and see how to install this mod. This mod is really easy to install. And another thing is, let's make a mob. Episode 14 won't be coming out anytime soon. The coding to make a mob has been changed dramatically, and it's extremely difficult to make a mob. Mo creatures and more creeping weirdos have been experiencing the same issue. I have worked several hours trying to make a mob, but I failed every single time. Here's some gameplay with the mob that I was working on. He's invisible, so you can't see him. If anyone knows how to make a mob, feel free to send me a message. I would like to know. Alright, so let's go ahead and install this mod. This mod is really easy to install, so we shouldn't have any errors. But the first thing I'm going to want to do, of course, before installing this mod is go here to options and force update my game. The reason why I'm going to force update my game is because I have mods currently installed. If you guys have mods currently installed, always recommend to back them up because you're never too sure if this mod is compatible with any of your mods. If it's not compatible, you will go back screen and you won't be happy. So options, force update, and login to download a brand new Minecraft.jar in which we're going to mod. I'm going to go ahead and leave this updating, so I'm going to minus this, and you're going to get the downloads from my description. It's going to take you to my website because it's an ad fly download. So you're going to get the Xray, and it's a 1.3.1. So go ahead and get this and drag it here to the desktop in which you can see it better. And once you have the download, let's go ahead and install this mod. So I'm going to go here to start, search your program file. I'm going to type in %appdata%, and for Windows XP users, you should see here run, and you run %data%. It should take you up here to the roaming folder. Click on the roaming folder and you should see .minecraft in the very top. You're going to go into your .minecraft folder. You're going to see bin, resources, saved, and everything else. Go into your bin folder. Before you open up your Minecraft.jar that's located in your bin folder, you have to make sure you have your Minecraft game closed. Here's my Minecraft game that I just forced updated. You have to exit off your Minecraft game before installing any mod. So exit off your Minecraft game. Now you're going to right click your Minecraft.jar that's located in your bin folder. Open with Winrar or any 7-zip opener. You're going to open up your Minecraft.jar with Winrar. Go ahead and open that up and move it aside. The first thing you have to do, of course, before installing any mods is to delete meta-imp. You have to delete meta-imp. So right click meta-imp and delete files. Say yes and delete meta-imp. Now meta-imp's gone. Now we can continue. Go ahead and open up the Xray mod. All you have to do is just double click and move it aside. All you're simply going to do is just highlight these files and drag it into your Minecraft.jar side. And replace, press OK, and that is it. That is basically how to install the mod. It's a very easy mod to install, so thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. It's very simple to install. There was actually no need to make a tutorial, but you know, I just like to make tutorials just to make sure that everyone can install mods correctly. So go to single player, go into any world you like, and all you're going to do is just press X for Xray, and it should be able to work. So let me come all the way down here and press X. And there we go. Now the Xray did work. I just pressed X and it happened to work. So thank you guys so much for rating my video. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys later. Thank you guys for all your support. See you around.